Alright. So I'm gonna do a video talking about how I've earned money over the last 2.5, 3 years. So a lot of people are asking me that question. Now I personally think that learning how to save money is way more important than learning how to earn money. Earning money is pretty simple, but a lot of people in the world have troubles saving money. And if you don't know how to save money, then you're not gonna really have a lot of money to do more of the things that you want to do. So when I left Canada to go to Southeast Asia the first time, I had like $1,600, $1,700. Wasn't very much, considering that I wanted to travel for a very long amount of time. $1,600, $1,700, not very much money. It gets you about 4 months of very basic living in Southeast Asia. So when I arrived in Bangkok in Thailand 4 months after I arrived in Southeast Asia, I had about $0 to my name. I had to borrow some money off my brother so that I could buy a plane ticket and buy a visa, a work visa for Australia. And by some amazing good stroke of luck, I'd already had a job lined up and a place to stay lined up when I got to Australia. So when I was in Australia, I stayed in Brisbane for about 4 months working as a waiter for a catering company. I was earning anywhere between $22 to $25 per hour depending on what job site I was at. I was working about 25, 30 hours per week. And by the time that I left Brisbane, I had already fixed up my bike. I bought a new MacBook because my last laptop got stolen when I was in Vietnam. I had about $2,000 and I was like, oh, that's good. That'll last me maybe a couple months. I ended up lasting about 4 months on that $2,000. I'm not sure exactly how I did, but I was in Adelaide for about 4 months and my funds were starting to really dwindle down. When I filed my taxes for Canada, they ended up giving me a $1,000 tax return, which was absolutely awesome. So when I got that tax return, I bought a ticket to go up to Cairns because I really wanted to head up there. Went up to Cairns. I was there for about 3 or 4 months, or 3.5, 4 months. While I was up there, I didn't work. I didn't work when I was in Adelaide either. So when I was in Cairns, didn't work. I made maybe about $600 or $700 from selling some tire tube wallets. And I was making money from YouTube, but I don't know, I think it was probably like $70 or $80 per month. It wasn't really very much, but it was just like a little bit extra every month that I would get. Before I left Australia, since I didn't really have that much money going up to Cairns, is I got my tax return for when I was working in Australia, when I was working in Brisbane. So if you don't earn more than a certain threshold, I think it's like $16,000 or something for the calendar year for taxes. You get all those taxes that you paid. So I'd paid I think $2,600 or $2,700 in taxes. I got all that money back. So just before I went to Southeast Asia the second time, I had $2,600 to my name, which was great. It was the most amount of money that I'd ever had in my life. So I went back to Southeast Asia. I was there for about 3 months. When I got to Canada, I think I had about, I don't know, I probably had about $900 or $1,000 after I'd bought my ticket to go back. When I got back to Canada, I started working at a grocery store within a few weeks of me arriving there. I was earning $10.50 per hour, which is minimum wage in Canada. And I was working maybe 20 to 25 hours per week, sometimes 30 hours a week. And when I was there, I also was helping my buddy with his fruit and vegetable wholesale business. And I was also, I was making some money from YouTube. Maybe at that time I was earning maybe about $100, $125 per month. And then I was selling my tire tube wallets as well. I probably earned maybe $700 or $800 selling tire tube wallets during that time. When I was in Vancouver, I basically spent $2,000 on a new road bike and getting all the fixings. I took a trip down to Phoenix to meet Aaron. So I actually spent quite a bit amount of money that time. But by the time that I left Vancouver and come here to Chicago, I had about $2,700, $2,800. So based on how much I spend per month, I know approximately how much I spend is about $700 to $800. That gets me about 3.5, 4 months of living expense. So that's how I've earned money. It's not some weird secret or anything like that. The biggest thing is that I've learned how to do this. And this is really, really important, and it'll seem really, really simple, and it might seem like I think that you're stupid because you can't do this, but this is what like 80% of people in the world don't know how to do. So here's a $100 bill, $100 American bill. This is what you do. This is how you save money, is you fold it in half and you put it in your own pocket. It's really, really simple. So we'll go over it once more. Take your money, fold it in half, put it in your own pocket. You have to learn how to save your money. So people are like, how do you travel like this? How do you do this? And it's like, because I've learned how to do this, put it in my pocket. I don't buy stupid shit. That's the biggest thing that I've learned, is I don't buy stupid shit that I don't need. So when I do buy things, I spend really good money on it. Like I want like really good stuff. So I bought like a $1,000 road bike and I added on like $1,000 worth of stuff onto the bike. Like these shorts here that I'm wearing, these Nike shorts, they cost me $80. Why? Because I really wanted those shorts. But the thing is, I only own 2 pairs of shorts. So it's not like I own 100 pieces of clothing, right? Like you saw in my last video, how to develop a minimalist wardrobe. The clothing that I have can be pretty expensive, but guess what? I don't have very much of it because it's all adding value to my life. So the most important thing, how to save money for like going on like traveling adventure, how to earn money, it's not about earning money, it's about learning how to save money. Once you learn how to save money, you start to realize it's like, wow, you know, I can actually go out and do some pretty cool stuff. You have to learn how to simplify your life and how to live a little bit more minimally. That's what these videos are about, is learning how to simplify, minimize, clean up your life, start living with some more intention. Because once you start getting that down and you stop playing the whole rat race game of, you know, like being into the consumer society of where you're constantly buying a bunch of shit that you don't need, you start to have money. You start to have money in your life. That's like the difference. A lot of people just go out and they just buy constantly consuming. And they're not in the habit of saving money. They're not in that habit. They're in the habit of spending either the same amount that they're earning, or they're in the habit of spending more than they're earning, and then they're going into debt. And then they don't have the money to do the things that they actually want to do. So money seems to be the biggest stumbling block for people. People are looking to learn how to earn more. How do you earn money? And it's like, no. You want to learn how to save money first and foremost. The richest people in the world are the richest people in the world because they don't spend all the money that they earn. That's why they've gotten so rich. So if someone who's always in the habit of spending more money than they're earning, would it make sense for them to earn more money? No, it doesn't. You have to learn. The first thing that you have to learn, how to simplify and minimize your life. Stop spending more money than you're earning. Then you can actually save money. When you can save money, then the doors start to open for opportunity for the things that you want to do. It's really simple. It's just this, taking your $100 bill, instead of giving it to someone else, instead of giving it to a corporation, you're folding it up and you're putting it in your pocket and you're holding on to it until something that is more meaningful in your life comes up. And then you spend that money on that. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace out.